welcome to my interview program. I invited today Inspector Alisse Robertson. Hello, Alisse.
Hello, Tony. How are you?
Good, good.
Good.
Could you tell me a little bit about your background?
My
first?
background
Yeah.
in policing?
Yeah.
I joined the police a fair while ago now, in 2002, and I've been lucky enough to work across all of Auckland, and currently at the moment I am the manager for Whanaia Ngā Pāharakeke, which is family harm in counties Manukau.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whanaia Ngā Pāharakeke.
Yes, well done.
Is family harm means?
Yeah, so it's around, so Whanaia Ngā Pāharakeke is around family harm, but building that collaboration with community and building safety and looking after whānau and family to ensure that everyone has a safe environment to live and to grow up in.
How big is your team?
So my team is 70 staff. I have 70 staff in the family harm stream, in the Whanaia stream.
Family harm is different from domestic violence or something like that?
It's the same. It is the same, but we obviously, harm goes far greater than just domestic violence, because when we're looking and talking about family harm, we're looking at the whole whānau, and that can be wider whānau as well. So when we think about domestic violence, a lot of people bring that back down to just, the intimate family partnership, maybe husband and wife type situation, whereas in actual fact, that kind of harm can affect the whole whānau. So family harm is about understanding the wide-reaching impact that it can have.
Very big meaning.
Yes.
Okay. Is the Whanaia model working?
Is it working? Yes, it is. So, the main premise around Whanaia, and I suppose I can give you a little bit more around why police are looking and using the Whanaia Ngā Pāharakeke model. It's around understanding that police are not the only organisation that can help with this kind of problem. And police are looking and are, within Whanaia, collaborating with our service providers, collaborating with our other government agencies to ensure that we really are looking at providing safety for people who are affected by family harm, and who also need extra help, and to also really look at mitigating the risk for people that are affected by family harm. So it's really an opportunity within police collaborating with our other partners to really build that trust and confidence, and for the community, so that we can have people coming to us and enabling them to know that we're here to help them, and that we're actually not the only ones, police are not the only ones that are here to help, but we've actually got access to a lot of services and our service providers within the community to also help support their family and help them move away from family harm. So.
Yeah, it means many kinds of family supporting groups as well.
Yes, it is, and it's we know, like I said before, police are not the only organisation that can, be part of trying to fix family harm. We know that we need support, and we're getting that support from the community, because our community know our people. They know the people that need support, and having access to those service providers enables the people within the family, the young people, the husbands, the wives, the partners, to get the support that they need for their particular family, right? So it's not a one-size-fits-all, and police are trying to move into a more holistic understanding around what family harm is, and understanding that it's a larger problem than just the immediate nucleus of the family, and to ensure that we can move forward and change generational issues, we need the support of our community, and that's what Whanaia is about. Partnering with our service providers and our other government agencies like Oranga Tamariki, like our district health boards, our mental health providers, and our other community providers, to provide that wide spectrum of support for our families, because police, they have one particular lane, and we realise that there are many lanes and a lot of alternate options and resolutions that we can be using to support our families, to help them improve their current situations when they're having family harm in the home.
Of course, mainstream as well, but especially immigrants.
Yes.
To the immigrants, family harm is very serious sometimes.
It is.
I think.
Yes, and I think too at times, and when you're dealing with different ethnicities, and you're coming into New Zealand, they have different experiences of what the police are like in different countries. And coming to New Zealand, obviously, we're a much more inclusive, policing organisation. But I also know that there are times where people feel untrusting. And I suppose one of the key messages that I want to get across today is that, police are here, we're part of your community, you can ask for help, we have many options to assist with that support, and you can trust us. We are not judgmental, we will listen, we will find solutions for your problems. And whilst one of those solutions may result in arrest and charges, that is one small lane of a raft of options that police have. But I suppose it's to say, have the courage, step forward, ask for help. We have a much more diverse policing organisation. We, in counties Manukau particularly, have a large proportion of ethnic officers and people that you can relate to and see yourself in. And I suppose the real message is, have the courage to come forward. We will look after you, we will support you, we will provide safety for you, and will help you and your family find a way through the crisis that you may be having at that time.
Especially immigrants have some difficulties from cultural gaps or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like I said before, we do have a much more diverse policing workforce, and it is, I suppose what I can say is we are not judgmental, and we are here to help, and we can find that help for you. And it may not be a Caucasian officer, it may be a different officer that we can provide you to assist with breaking down those barriers. You can ask friends for support who can then come to the police as well. We are really an inclusive organisation that are very, very passionate about assisting our community, particularly in family harm. And I do understand that certain ethnicities have challenges that maybe some other ethnicities and other populations don't have. But what I can say is, and I'll reiterate, is trust us. We want you to trust us and have that confidence in our ability to support you and keep you safe. That's what we're about. We're here to ensure that your safety is the number one, and then to help you find solutions to help keep that family together, or if that's not the way forward, then finding safety for those people. But it's not an easy situation when you're new to New Zealand. And you maybe don't know the services and you don't necessarily know the processes, and it can be quite daunting. But we can step you through that. Have the courage, make the call, and we will be there to listen and support you.
Improving slowly.
Yeah, and that's all we can do. We can
Yeah.
only keep trying, and that's one of the key targets for the New Zealand Police, is to increase our trust and confidence, and to really show the New Zealand community, and particularly our ethnic communities, that we are here to support you. We have great understanding for some of the cultural barriers that you may face, and we're willing to work with you to try and bring those barriers down.
I know that there is a community organization called Gandhi Nivas.
Very good. Yes, Gandhi Nivas.
Gandhi Nivas.
Yes.
Could you tell me something about that?
Sure, yep. So Gandhi Nivas, this is specifically for men. It's there's 3 homes across Tamaki Makaurau. There's one in Te Atatu, Papakura, and Otahuhu. And it's really around providing a place of safety for our men who are struggling maybe in their families and need further support and around family harm. And Gandhi Nivas is a fantastic organisation that provides that place of safety, but beyond that also has services to enable people to kind of fix their situations or have people to talk to and relate to. And it's about finding that space for our men to provide that place where they can feel safe, they can get support that they need, they can get counselling services, they are in a place where they can really start to heal.
From the name, Gandhi, I think that organization is just for Indian groups or something?
So at the very beginning, when Gandhi Neva started, it was for our Southeast Asian men, particularly.
Yeah.
But the organisation knew that there was a need beyond just one ethnicity. So it's in actual fact open to all men who require that particular service. So whilst Gandhi Neva sounds like it's specifically for a certain ethnicity, it is not. It is for all men who require that particular service in relation to support around family harm.
Not just an Asian people?
No, all people. All
okay.
New Zealanders.
Okay.
Men. All New Zealand men.
Okay, that's very good. How should we encourage Asian community in reporting family harm to police?
I suppose it kind of goes back to what I was saying before, and it's taking the opportunity. Well, there's several ways, isn't there? I mean, you can call police, you can come into a police station, but really it's an individual response. And I suppose please have trust and confidence in the police to help you in your moment of crisis or within the situation that you're facing within your family. You can get hold of us through the internet, you can get hold of us through the phone, and you can also come into a police station. If you know someone in the police, talk to them about having some advice around what you should do, and whether if you're not quite sure, come and seek that advice. There's plenty of resources also on our policing website about where to get help. So if you're feeling like you don't want to speak to someone straight away, have a look on the internet if you can. But again, it comes down to that courage to want to get that help. And to know that the police are here to assist you, and the New Zealand Police is all about trust and confidence. It's all about creating safety for people and ensuring that they can be safe in their own homes.
If you see family harm or facing family harm, call 111 or 105 or...
So if it's an emergency at that time and you feel your safety's at risk, or people are about to be hurt, or you're scared, or you're feeling 111.
Yeah.
Yeah. And family harm, just call 111.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. But the meaning of family harm is very wide.
It is, yes.
So there are very urgent instances, or sometimes not very urgent.
Yes.
I think.
So just so we're clear, whenever it's to do with the family and you're feeling that things aren't right within your family, even though it is a broad meaning, I would still say it's an emergency, call 111.
What do you mean police safety order, PSO?
Yeah, so a PSO is a police safety order. So a PSO is a tool that police have in relation to family harm that provides safety. So police can attend a family harm incident and realise that actually the parties involved need to spend some time apart, and so police can serve a PSO to ensure that there is separation time between the victim and the offender, or the main parties involved, to give that space for other service providers to come in, for safety plans to be put in place. It's also in terms of our men that may have been served a PSO to go to the Gandhi Nevis house that we spoke about before, to provide them a place of safety, so that they can get access to services to assist with their issues or problems that they may be having. But again, as I said, it's a tool for police to enable families to have some time apart to ensure that we can deal with the issues at hand and get them in touch with service providers.
What happens if people do not keep the order?
Yes. So if an order is
Going
breached,
to the court?
yes, they will be arrested and will face time in front, go through the court process. Yes, absolutely.
Could you tell me something about mindset change?
Right, in relation into police and our ethnic communities, yes. So I think it's something that is a factor on both sides. So it's our mindset in terms of our ethnic communities, and being able to understand that police are here to provide safety, are a contact point to enable them to find solutions for their family harm or other issues that they may be facing, and that in actual fact police are here to help them. And whilst there is fear about being arrested and going through the court systems, that's only one avenue. That police have a range of alternate resolutions, and of course that's assessed as police arrive, and we have a look at what's happening at the incident. And while arrest is something that can bring a lot of shame, it is only one step, and again police can help people through that process. We can provide the support and the help for the family to get through that tense time. And it's also about police understanding that we have an opportunity to be more inclusive of how we deal with our ethnic communities, change the way that we think about how connecting with our different ethnic groups. And one of those things that police have been working quite hard on is ensuring that within the police we have a really good representation of our community and the diversity within New Zealand. And we have a real drive to recruit the faces of New Zealand, and that includes our ethnic communities. So police are very on board with finding different ways to connect with our ethnic communities, and we have specific groups like our Māori Pacific Ethnic Services who have fantastic ethnic officers and Māori officers, and our Pacific families and Pacific officers who really bring us that cultural competency to police and give that cultural lens to what we're trying to achieve with our ethnic families. So to answer your question, Tony, it's kind of a mindset shift for both. Police being far more inclusive in the way that we approach our ethnic families, and then also building that trust and confidence in our ethnic families, understanding that being in New Zealand, it's a different police service and we're here to help you, so please just ask for help.
The people who have some mental problems, you can introduce the specialists.
Absolutely, absolutely. So we work closely with mental health, and they have options and processes that they have in place that can assist people. And whilst that's not necessarily the core business for police, that is something that we obviously engage with, and we help. We're a helping organisation, and it's all about enabling our community to feel safe and point them in the right direction, and connect them with the right people that will assist them in an emergency or ongoing issues with their families.
Yeah, could you tell me some advices or tips for reducing family harm?
Tips for reducing family harm. Tell us. For one, if you're experiencing it, please just call us so we can help you and support you. If you see it or you hear it, don't necessarily get involved, but again, call for support from police. If you're feeling unsafe in your home right now, please call 111. If there are things that are starting to happen in your relationship that aren't feeling right, seek help. So like I said before, there is information on the internet. You can come into a police station and just talk, and talk with specialist family harm people, and talk with our well-trained public counter staff around these things. But the way to, I suppose, help reduce family harm is to actually talk about it and to tell someone. If it's not police, tell a friend. Tell your neighbour, just tell somebody that you need help, and then that's the first step.
Yeah, I think talking is a very good solution, I think, and open your mind, and the problem solves. Yeah.
You just need to have the courage to tell someone, even if it's not police.
Okay. Anything else regarding family harm?
Anything else regarding family harm? It's something that police are passionate about. It's something that police are very keen to help find a solution for, and to enable our communities and families and young people to be safe and to live in a country that values who they are.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time.
Well, thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay, awesome. That's